Hey everybody, Brian Horvath here, and that's probably a little loud. Let me turn that down. Hey everybody, Brian Horvath here. And here with another LinkedIn Live Q&A. Where today we're going to talk about how to get scrappy so you can grow your LinkedIn network. And it's my prayer and hope, and I think it's all of our opportunity to grow it exponentially. What some of the things I'm going to show you here really relies on you. So get ready, get buckled up, because I'm going to help you take action, take control, and really drive the train, which honestly, if you think about it, that's what we all should want or hope to do, because it means we're in charge, we're in control, meaning if it's to be, it's up to me, so to speak. And so I really want to encourage you today to take some notes, to get excited, and to remember too, I put these onto YouTube. So if you figure you missed something or you want to review, you can. And I look forward to sharing with you today all the cool stuff that can help you get scrappy. So you ready to jump in? Let's go do this. So glad you're here. Thankful that you're here. And again, if you're a first time checking out, I'm Brian Horvath. Nice to meet you. Been doing this a lot over the past couple of years, right? Virtual fist bumps and handshakes. And honestly, I'm here on spring break. Excuse me, scratch that, rewind, summer break. And here with my little man Grayson, and just here from home today as opposed to my normal office setting. So glad you're here with me. Maybe you're joining me from the beach. Maybe you're joining me from the your house, or maybe you're joining me from the office. Wherever the case may be, so glad you're here. And if you are joining me from somewhere neat, somewhere cool, go ahead and let me know in the chat box. If you're on YouTube, it's the comments. If you're on Facebook, it's the comments. If you're watching on Twitter somewhere, I'm not sure where that is, but anyhow, so glad you're here with me. Let's get rocking and rolling here. Let's get started with today. Today, again, I'm going to share with you how to get scrappy, to grow your LinkedIn network. And what is this all about? If you're under 500 connections on LinkedIn, this is really going to help you. But again, if you want to grow beyond 500, maybe you're already there, this is still going to help you. But I just really want to help a lot of people get up to 500 connections, because that's really where LinkedIn kind of sees you as a kind of like almost like a VIP, if you will. You start getting involved in the LinkedIn platform. You're really invested. 500 connections is a lot of connections to have, and so we're going to help you get there if you're not there. But if, like I said, if you're already there, no problem, no worries. Hang out. This will still bring you a lot of value and opportunity for you to grow your network even more intentionally than maybe you have in the past. So let's go ahead and jump in. Let's do that, and let's get rocking and rolling here with how to get scrappy. I learned this quote from a digital course creator guru. Her name is Amy Porterfield, and maybe some of you guys know her. Love to hear in the chat, the comments, if you know who I'm talking about. But Amy has blessed me so much over the years, and she's grown leaps and bounds over the years. She helps me put together my digital courses, like my Ultimate LinkedIn Profile course, or my 7 Ways in 7 Days for you to change your financial future forever, my money course, all kinds of courses, and helps me learn how to frame those up and to bring those to your attention so you can take advantage of that content. Remember, I'm here to help you know, live, and love the purpose for your career and finances, helping you to know, live, and love the purpose for your career and finances, let you know that those are tools to help you live your overall life purpose. And that's what we're going to do today. With this and every LinkedIn Live Q&A that we do, how to get scrappy with the LinkedIn network. And I learned from Amy how to get scrappy, how to build your network, how to build your audience, how to build your following. And I think you can do that no matter if you're creating a digital course or you just want to grow your LinkedIn profile or your LinkedIn network. This getting scrappy mentality, this getting scrappy idea will surely help you to do that. And so I don't know what's going on, but I got like this, all of a sudden, this allergic itch going on with my nose here as I jumped on mine. Didn't have it before, but got it now. So sorry about that, but let's help you get scrappy here. Before we do that, this is sponsored by your Purposeful one pager. This is a new one pager I put together in the past month that's taken from my book, How to Your Purpose, How to Know, Live, and Love Your Purpose. It's really a nice one pager to help you put into action, kind of really extracts the gold nuggets from my book to really put into a one pager format for you to get armed, to get ready, to be dangerous, may I say, to help you know, live, and love your purpose, to share your story, showcase your value, seek to serve the world with what you do best. And my friend, it will help you shine. And when you're shining in your purpose, not only will you live it and will others see it, but you're going to love it, because it's why you're made. So take advantage of that. Go to brianhorvath.com/purposeful /purposeful if you don't have it already, and go ahead and get that. And remember, every single week, LinkedIn Live Q&A, we have these. I want to answer your questions. Matter of fact, the comments, the questions I get from every single week is put together in this content that I serve you with on this live. This is spawned from questions I get. And when you go to that URL, bit.ly/LinkedIn Ask Brian, you'll find yourself at this little Google form that will capture the question that you have. I'd love to know how I can best serve you with the questions you have, and get that featured on the show, one of these shows. And you can go ahead and do that at LinkedIn Ask Brian, bit.ly/LinkedIn Ask Brian. And so a lot of the questions I get each and every week are about, well, how can I grow my network? And so that's why I do these LinkedIn Live Q&As every single week. And you can watch it at noon Eastern, 9 a.m. Pacific. And of course, the video that is recorded, the replay, if you will, is shown on YouTube afterwards. You can catch it there as well. And if you wouldn't mind, like and subscribe to my YouTube channel. Really appreciate it. I'd love to get to 300 in the next week or so. Would you help me do that? Would you like and subscribe to my YouTube channel? I really appreciate it. It helps me get out more content like this. More eyeballs can see it, and I believe it's helpful. This stuff works, my friends. This is stuff I share with my LinkedIn clients, both with companies and individuals, and they rave about it. And it's stuff I've raved about because it's worked in my own personal life. I've gotten jobs. I've gotten opportunities. I've been a chance to be hired as a speaker, consultant, and coach through LinkedIn. And no matter if you're a job seeker, if you're a consultant, if you have your own business and you're seeking new clients, this will all work for you. It's why I do these things. So you can go over to YouTube channel. I really appreciate you liking and subscribing there. So let's jump in. How to get Scrappy to grow your LinkedIn network. And what is Scrappy? Again, if you have any questions, before I forget, if you have any questions, even today, drop them in the comments box. Drop them in where you're watching this. Let me know what they are. And if you're watching this in the future, i.e. a replay, then you can drop your questions in there as well. And I will still receive them. I will still be notified about them and still would love to get them answered. But what is being scrappy? What is being scrappy? What does that mean? Well, what that means is you need to know what you do best. You need to understand that you have value, that you need to know what you do best. What is your value? What is your story? So you can seek to serve those who need it the most. I want to help you get scrappy in doing that. But what is getting scrappy? Getting scrappy is basically like it's like this little team here. This little team I'm going to share with you here, if you could see it. But this is my son's baseball team. And they, my friends, the Pirates, they get scrappy. They get scrappy, fielding balls, making outs, hitting the ball the best they can. They get scrappy. Why? Because they don't necessarily have all the answers. They're not necessarily trained all the way up to play, of course, not in the majors or the minors. They're not even in, pony league or colt league or high school ball, whatever the case may be. They're 6 and 7. And these girls and boys are getting scrappy on the baseball field, but they're getting it done. They're having fun while getting it done. And that's what I want to encourage you to do on LinkedIn. I want you to get scrappy on LinkedIn. I want you to have fun while you get it done, okay? And so what does that mean? That means being revolutionary, maybe being unorthodox, maybe being out of your comfort zone and trying new things that you couldn't try before or didn't even know you could do before. That's the point of today's LinkedIn Live, is to help you get scrappy, to help you make the most of the skill set you have, help you to maximize a LinkedIn platform that's out there for you for free, to take advantage of what's surrounding you in your community, in your circle of influence, in your sphere of influence, whatever the case may be. That's getting scrappy. It's looking through a different lens. It's putting away the ego, putting away the fear of hearing no, and getting after the opportunity that is the network that is around you, just waiting to be built. But maybe you don't know how to do it. That's what we're going to help you with today. We're going to help you understand how to get scrappy, my friends, how to get after it, how to be excited about it, and how to make an impact. So what does that look like? What does that look like? To grow your LinkedIn network, to scale your network, you have to connect. You have to be willing to connect. You have to take a proactive approach. You have to know what you do best. You have to seek to serve, sharing what you do best with those who need it the most. You have a purpose, my friends. Do you know it? Do you know what you do best? Do you know what your purpose is? Check out my YouTube channel for more opportunities to help you know that if you're, kind of wandering or maybe even wondering in what your purpose is exactly, or maybe you're in a transition, whatever the case may be, there's tools that I provide for you because I've been there and I've been able to overcome the fear and conquer the demons that I've experienced in my career. So, anyway, I'm here to help you. And I want to share with you 5 ways for you to be able to do that. 5 ways to help you make the right connections on LinkedIn to help you scale your 5 ways for you to be able to overcome the challenges of growing your network exponentially and quickly. And it starts with learning how to make the right connections. So, what are those right connections? The right connections are people that you can serve, the people that can help you or come alongside you, the people where you can make a difference, the people that are in your industry, the people that are industries that are neighboring to yours, industries that partner with other industries, if you will, somewhere along the career supply chain. So, 5 ways to help you make the right connections quickly. Let's get going. These are things you want to write down. Okay, these are things you want to write down right now. And one of those is publications. Admirable Organizations is a second. Your neighbors, your neighborhood. How about local award recipients? Maybe a place of worship. And even later, I have a little bonus for you. But let's get started into publications. Let's get started into publications. You know how there are a ton of publications around you. They're at the doctor's office. They're at your house. They're at the auto body shop. They're at the library. They're at your son or daughter's school. Publications are at the newsstand. They're at Barnes and Noble, or they're on Amazon. There's a whole host of places where you can access publications. And what do I mean by that? Periodicals, right? Newspapers, magazines, trade magazines, industry specific magazines, all kinds of places where you can access information. It's the internet, but I wouldn't even recommend the internet because it can be like so wide and so distracting. I would say go grab some magazines. Maybe it's even in your mailbox. And if you're like me, you get a ton of magazines. You're like, I didn't subscribe to this. How did I get this? Hopefully, I'm not paying for this sucker. But anyway, publications. Publications are places where there are names, there are companies, there are people, there are ideas abound to help you figure out who you can connect with in your industry or a targeted industry or places that you like to work and so on and so forth. Okay. And you can do that without even getting on the LinkedIn. Maybe there's magazines you can go tear out articles that have names of authors of those articles or people that are mentioned in those articles. I just want to help you brainstorm people that you can connect with that are already on LinkedIn. LinkedIn has 800 million people on it, my friends. 800 million professionals in 200 plus countries. And there are publications all over the place that can help you figure out who those people are. And guess what? People like to connect with other people. People like to have their ego stroked. You know what's a cool way to do that? Is by sharing with them that you saw their name in a publication and you're impressed by the article that mentioned them, or if they wrote the article and you like to connect with them for those reasons, including authors of books, authors of, um, you know, movies or plays or whatever the case may be. There are so many ways, guys, today to connect on LinkedIn. It's not hard. And if anybody's on LinkedIn, they like to receive connection requests. They like to see who cares about what they do, who's interested. I've had plenty of authors, people I never would maybe connect with in person, connect with me on LinkedIn because I recognize the work that they're doing. Make that happen. And why? Because people know people. And first level connections on LinkedIn are huge. That opens up the door to second level and third level connections. You may not be able to have a one-on-one conversation with some of these folks, but they will open the door to other people who you would connect with that would have conversations with you based on the kind of work they do, the work they're doing, the industries they're in, the companies they're in. So go about your house today and find at least 5 people out of publications that you have that you can go connect with. That's a long one, but I'm setting up the stage for the rest of these that you can make a difference within your network by connecting with those folks. Okay, so publications is the first one. The second one is admirable organizations or organizations you admire. Maybe they're actual organizations you frequent in your community. Maybe they're companies you do business with online, or maybe they're companies you've seen or invest in the stock market. You admire them. You're willing to invest in them because you believe in them. Go search those companies for individuals in those companies and connect with those organizations. Or maybe there are admirable organizations that you're targeting as one of the companies you'd like to go seek to serve with what you do best. Because guess what? They need most what you do best. And if you have the heart of seeking to serve and you share that within the character account that you have when you invite them to connect, then they'll connect with you. If they're on LinkedIn at all, beyond just getting on it and hopping off it, if they're really invested in it, then they'll connect with you because you're showing that you're like minded, like valued, like passionate, that you've taken the time to actually read their profile, that you've recognized them for the work they do or who they do it with or for, and they'll take steps to connect with you on LinkedIn. It doesn't cost them anything, okay? It's not costing them time. They're already on the platform. They're already seeing LinkedIn's connection request list. All they have to do is click accept. But I really want to encourage you, if we take a stop and pause and go, my friends, please do not. Just like I coach my career coaching individuals, don't just click send, 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 or apply, apply, apply when you do with resumes. Don't do that for jobs. Don't do that for LinkedIn connection requests. Write them a message that says who you are, what you do, what you recognize in them, and why you're hoping to connect. And then write thanks in advance, comma, Brian, Becky, Grayson, Ella, it's my family. Your name, Joe, John, Lisa, Mary, Peter, Paul, whatever. Okay. So make sure you do that. Make sure you are unique. Make sure you stand out. Make sure you're investing the time. Don't just click connect. Okay. And a little tip on the iPhone or on Android, the LinkedIn app, it makes you think you can connect and write a message afterwards. But when you're on that, you actually need to go to the little more button and click personalize request or personalized invite. I forget what the exact terminology or verbiage is, but you need to do that in advance. If you just click connect, it's going to say pending and it's asking them to connect with you without being able to chance to personalize your invite. So remember, if you're on mobile, go to the little extra dots or where it says more and then personalize your invite from there, then connect that way. Okay, little side tip for you. So admirable organizations or organizations or companies you admire, you want to go ahead and use those as a great source of people to connect with. All right. And you may not want to just start out with the president or the CEO or the board of directors. That's okay, but you may not have as much success as if you were to start working lower in the company and then working your way up. All right, just consider that as a strategy for you. How about your neighbors? As I look out my window here and out my window there, if I know my neighbors, they're great people to connect with on LinkedIn if they're there. So go ahead and connect with them. All right, get to know them, connect with them that way. May even strike up a conversation with you on the street as you're walking your dog or they're walking their dog or their hamster. Some of you got that. That it could, hey, thanks for connecting on LinkedIn. I see you do this and that and the other. It's actually a cool way as a soft opening to get to know your neighbors, especially if you don't already. Okay, so think about that. And I didn't even think about this. What about your Facebook friends or quote unquote neighbors? Maybe there's people who see a lot of interaction on there. Why not take a next level and connect with them on LinkedIn as well? So think about your neighbors, people that you like to connect with, that you already may know or may want to start getting to know on a personal and or professional level. No matter where you started there, you can get them know them both ways. So that's a great place to start as well. Okay, your neighbors. So what questions do you have? What comments do you have? Let me know in the chat box. Is this resonating with you? Are you going like, Brian, what are you, crazy? Whatever the case may be, I'm not saying you should agree with me on everything. I can learn from you just the same. So let me know what you're thinking out there, out on the internet, out in the internet land or internet world or whatever the case may be, okay? Let me know what you're thinking as well. I'd love to hear from you. I'd love to hear from you. So really important to me, the feedback helps me make these better for you. And selfishly, it helps me learn a lot too. So I appreciate you for doing that. All right, so you got your neighbors. How about local award recipients? Now, this is a fun one I like to do. A lot of times you'll see on LinkedIn, even if you're on the platform often, and or you'll see in a commercial on TV, or maybe you'll see in your local newspaper, or maybe like I'm in Tampa Bay, so I get the Tampa Bay Business Journal. Maybe you're in Miami, you get the Miami Business Journal. You're in Orlando or Tennessee, Nashville, or Sacramento, whatever the case may be. There's these business journals that are out there, and a lot of times they have these spreads. Sometimes they're just advertisements. Other times they're just awards, what do you want to call it, issues. And you can go ahead and recommend. I recommend to you that you go ahead and connect with those award winners and congratulate them. So a lot of times they have the top 40 under 40. That's a great place to recognize those people, excuse me, and cheer them on. Okay. I'd also encourage you, and there's so many things that come out of this stuff. I write this stuff and think this is it. And then I think about, oh, wait, this idea spawns that idea and that idea. And so you start growing your network tree. But even on LinkedIn itself, there's a great place to go follow your business journal, your local business journal, or maybe your state, cities in your state's business journal, or maybe if you're prospecting in a certain territory or you want to grow your network in a city you're about to move to. Do that on LinkedIn first. It makes a soft way for you to keep building relationships online first. And then when you get there physically, you can go deeper and wider in those relationships. But follow those industry publications or those trade magazines on LinkedIn, and you'll start seeing in your news feed information that they're putting out, or information or award recipients from that perspective, and you can connect that way with those people. And a lot of times they even make it easy for you by mentioning those people right within the news feed. Click on it, look at their profile, and connect with them from there. So there's so many ways you could sit on LinkedIn all day suggesting, but you could, based on all these opportunities for you to grow your network fast with intentionality and making the right connections. Okay. Maybe you take an hour a day over the next 2 weeks. You set a goal for making 10 new connections a day, or even better yet, set a goal for 20 new connection requests a day, because you're not going to get 100%, guarantee it. Definitely not in a week. So if you want 30, or excuse me, you want 10, request 30 to connect with you. And then just track your success rate. And if you're not messaging them individually, I guarantee you're not going to have a high success rate. So make little tweaks along the way to your messaging, to how you're going about your strategy, and you'll figure out the best thing for you. So again, just out of local award recipients, there are so many ways for you to make the right connections and to grow your network quickly. And getting scrappy is what it's all about, my friends. Remember this baseball team, getting scrappy. My son is scrappy. He'll field the ball at shortstop or third base, and he'll run that kid down from third base to home and tag him out. Now, eventually we're going, Grayson, you need to trust your team. You need to throw to the catcher, or you need to throw to first base. But some of the other kids on the team are seeing this scrappiness, and it lifts them all up to know that they can do it too. So be scrappy. Encourage people in your network to be scrappy, because when they grow their network, they're going to grow your network. That's how it works. So be a leader. Seek to serve with what you need most, or seek to serve those who need most, what you do best, and be that rising tide, because a rising tide lifts all boats. So get excited about this opportunity. Don't get nervous. Take the first swing. Let me know how it's going. Let me know I can help you. Let me know your results. So local award recipients. How about places of worship? I don't know about you, but I'm a person of faith. If you are at a church or a synagogue or a temple, or maybe a mosque, or wherever you may worship or not, whatever the case may be, these are great opportunities for you to think about people that are in your groups, that are in your events that you go to, that sit next to you in the pew or in the seat next to you at church, or whatever. Don't be slimy. Don't be goofy. Don't be weird. Be you, and say, hey, I know we're at church together. Love to just connect with you on LinkedIn. It's great to see what you're doing in this area of industry or the other. Don't be like slimy, multi-level marketing slimy. And I'm not saying multi-level marketing is slimy. I'm not saying networking is slimy. A lot of people think it is, because they think about what's in it for them, but that's not you. You're thinking about what's in it for the whole scope, you and them and whoever you may serve individually or together. So do this right. And if you're multi-level marketing, do it right. Be upfront and honest. Be not direct in a mean way, but be open. Okay. Don't try to hide behind some this, that, or the other. Be you, and be specific, be kind, be courteous, and tell folks the reason why you want to connect. So be intentional. All right. Hope that helps. Hope that encourages you. And if you're doing it the other way, stop. Stop. It's not making networking, it's not giving networking a good name. It's like Bon Jovi. You give networking a bad name. Oh, we're halfway there. Oh, that's living on a prayer. Never mind. Be you. Do it the right way. Do it your way, but do it the right way. Okay. Places of worship is a great way, great opportunity to think about it. All right. So again, comments, questions, feedback, let me know what they are. Like, subscribe, all that good stuff. Want to continue to help you and serve you as you grow your network quickly with the right connections, All right, friends, little encouragement for y'all. Little encouragement. Stay positive. It's not easy. Building a network is not easy. It never has been. It never will be. When you're making the right connections, sometimes it's slow. It's a crock pot, not a microwave, as Dave Ramsey talks about when he teaches people about money management. Be you, be real, be authentic, be genuine, stay positive. Don't get ticked off if someone doesn't accept your request. Okay. I will say this though, over time, if you're seeing a bunch of folks not accepting your requests, that happens. Don't be freaked out about it. One of the ways you can be in the know and to remain positive is to take a look at their activity. If maybe they don't have any activity on their LinkedIn feed, they may have a profile. They may even have 500 connections. But if they're not active on it, there's probably a reason why they didn't accept your request. Don't take it personal. They're just not on the platform. But every once in a while, I'll get these like 3 months later out of the blue or 3 weeks later out of the blue, people finally accepting a request. And trust me, I'm going, how could you not accept my request? I'm me. Don't have that attitude, right? Don't think it's all about you. Remember, they may not be on the platform, and when they are, they'll accept. Okay. And so roll with that then. See it as bonus, see it as gravy. But I will say this, a little encouragement to you is every once in a while, clean out that queue. You can go on the left-hand side of your profile or the right-hand side, depending on where you're at in your profile, and you can go to your invitations that you've invited people to connect. You can go withdraw some that are really old, clean up the old ones, and then I think it tells you it's like 3 months or 3 weeks. I can't remember the number of days that you won't be able to re-invite them. But if there's someone you really want to get after, go re-invite them again 3 weeks later or when it refreshes your ability to re-invite, because it kind of like bumps up your name or that request back up to the top of their queue, and maybe they're back active again on the platform and they weren't for many years or many months before. Okay, so it's a little extra tip there, my friend. But stay positive, keep rocking and rolling. Don't expect 100% return on your investment. It won't happen. It will take time. It won't be 100% return. Is this helping? I hope it is. Okay, so I got a little bonus for you. And I'm on one screen today because I'm at home. So hopefully I don't take too long in making this transition. I'm going to hop over to LinkedIn with you. Excuse me. And I'm going to give you a bonus. The bonus is I want to share with you how you can even more quickly connect with LinkedIn Lions. What is a LinkedIn Lion, Brian? A LinkedIn Lion is a LinkedIn Open Networker. That's what Lion stands for. L-I, LinkedIn, O, Open, and N, Networker. And these folks, I don't know when they started, but I think someone had to start it. Maybe even LinkedIn started it themselves back in the day when there was, remember back in the day I was coaching this, there was 135 million people on the platform. That was in 2013. And now it's 2022, and there were 800 plus million people on the platform. So pretty cool. But over time, LinkedIn Lions, that was really what connected a lot of people, is people are being open networker, no matter their industry, no matter their demographic, no matter the geographical location, people would connect. And I would encourage you to keep that going. I would encourage you to build your network fast by bringing LinkedIn Lions to the party. So I'm going to invite LinkedIn Lions to your party, your personal profile. So I'm going to hop over to LinkedIn here, and I'm going to jump onto my profile here. I'm going to close some windows here so I got the right. I can see the right stuff on the screen, and I'm going to help you see how you can invite LinkedIn Lions to connect with you. So I'm going to go up to the search. Hopefully y'all can see that, and I'm going to type in L.I.O.N. I'm going to go this way first. It's something I don't do often. You can see here, I already have a couple people in the search that are coming up as Lion. But let's just go ahead and hit enter, press return. And I'm going to see in people, already I got some Lions. Now, Lions again are what? LinkedIn Open Networkers. So here's Russ Rogers, and it looks like I'm not connected with him yet, but he's a talent manager and he's in technical recruiting, which is cool because I actually, do a lot of career development and career advancement. So I love to connect with him to see the kind of talent he needs help with or technical recruiting he's doing, and it would make sense for us to connect. Now, it's showing me people at the top based on what I typed in the search and based on people that I may know that he may know because he's second in my network. It means he's connected with somebody I'm also connected with. He's connected to someone on the first level that I'm connected with on the first level. You can see it there. 209 mutual connections we have. That's because we're probably both connected with a lot of lions. So in this case is I can send him a connection request. Okay. Oops. I'm going to click connect, and you can see the option I have there for me to either add a note or just click send. And what am I going to do, people? I'm going to add a note, right? That's what I told you. So I'm going to say, hi, Russ. My name is Brian Horvath. I am a speaker, consultant, and coach helping people. So I could have just cut and paste this for you guys. People to know, live, and love the purpose for their career and finances. We are in similar industries with talent acquisition. Okay, not completely 100% because I would get people into his funnel. So I would love to connect with you here on LI. And I put LI because he knows what that is, and I'm trying to save space. Thanks in advance, Brian. And I'm going to put my URL. And it's, yep, good. I got just enough characters, right? I got one left. You think I've done this once or twice, right? So good. Hi, Russ. My name is Brian Horvath. I'm a speaker, consultant, and coach, helping people to know, live, and love the purpose for their career and finances. We are in similar industries of talent acquisition. I'd love to connect with you here on LI. Thanks in advance, Brian, brianhorvath.com. I'm going to click send. Now, here's the thing. A lot of times I'll say, I see we are both our lions. Let's connect. In this case, because we're also in similar industries, I went and got a little bit more specific. But sometimes I'll just go ahead and say straight up, lion, we're lions, let's connect. Because if he's a LinkedIn open networker, he's basically saying he doesn't IDK, which means I don't know. He's going to accept that request. Now, again, if I look down and scroll, Russ hasn't posted lately. But anyway, he hasn't posted lately. But if he would be, I would see that there, and that would help me know more that I would probably see a response from him quickly. Okay. But all in all, it says pending up here, and I don't have to worry about it. It's out there. Now, I'm not sure if he'll, accept, and I really don't care, but I'm trying to share with you how to go about doing that. Okay. So LinkedIn, I'm going to click back on that thing, on that LinkedIn, go back to my profile. And what I was sharing with you guys earlier is if I want to wipe clean some of those connection requests that may be old, I'll click my network. And over here, I'll click, okay, connections. You know what? Let me go back. There's an easier way to do this. Let me click manage where it says invitations. I think that's probably the place to go. Let me click that. And to see I have invitations sent. Here's Russ's I just sent. Here's one for Christelle, Tony, Ralph, and so on and so forth. If I'm going to go all the way down, let's say Eunice. Eunice hasn't responded in 3 weeks. Okay. Let me go and withdraw that request. And it says I won't be able to. Sorry, guys, one screen here, a lot of mouse moving. If you withdraw now, you won't be able to resend this person for up to 3 weeks. Okay, no problem. I'm going to withdraw. So that invitation's withdrawn. All right. Now later on, I can go back and re-invite if I can, if I want to. All right. So again, that's how you can invite LinkedIn Lions to the party. Okay. You can invite LinkedIn Lions to the party here. All right. Hey, Nugget. My little man just walked in. So good stuff here, guys. Let me get back to, I got to find my darn program. Oh boy, where'd it go? I moved all this kind of stuff around because I'm on one monitor today. All right, so, oh, it's lunchtime. Okay, buddy, we'll get you lunch here in a second. It's lunchtime for my little guy. All right, here we go. Let's get back to the keynote here. Okay, so today's recap, folks. Today's recap, I want to remind you that these are some great ways, some fun ways for you to be able to get scrappy and grow your LinkedIn network. Publications, take a look at those periodicals, publications you have laying around the house. Start connecting with those people. Most likely they're on LinkedIn, whether they're mentioned in an article or they wrote the article, they're receiving an award. It helps spawn your memory or spawn your mind about admirable organizations that you'd like to have as part of your network. Take a look at your neighbors list. Take a look at who's in your community. Even look at Facebook, who's on Facebook, just people you want to grow with on LinkedIn. Even look at local award recipients as well as your place of worship. And don't forget the bonus. The bonus is LinkedIn Lions, okay? You want to connect with LinkedIn Lions. So if there's any Q&A, go ahead and put it in the chat box. I don't see any as of yet, but if you are watching this in the future, you can put it in the chat box. You can put it in the comment. Be glad to get to that. Of course, you can always put your questions every single week by going to LinkedIn Ask Brian, bit.ly/LinkedIn Ask Brian. And remember, every week we're on LinkedIn, live Q&A at noon Eastern, 9 a.m. Pacific on YouTube, on LinkedIn sometimes, and on Twitter and on Facebook. And this has been sponsored by my new one-pager, my free download. You can download your Purposeful one-pager, helping you know, live, and love your purpose at brianhorvath.com/purposeful, and that's free for you. So glad that you're here with me today, guys. Really appreciate you. Thankful for you. Want to encourage you to get scrappy today. Email me. Let me know how you did at brian@brianhorvath.com. Until then, we'll see you next time, folks. Again, so excited that you're here with me, and we'll see you soon. Goodbye.